I think that's maybe roughly about the masking, or maybe all about the masking. So we including what you have in fees, your soft, your hard, and there's no tax. And yeah, and for fixed fee, it's I need to have an investigation on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's basically all about masking. So any other questions regarding the posting relevant regarding masking?
Let me think. Team experience confirmation. So for just what we discussed at the beginning, that for the expenses there will be direct and also indirect. I say what I mean is direct is when I type the section code, then it will be regarded as direct expense for the that team, right? If I type it as a general, say maybe the firm expense, so 60 for the section, then will be regarded as firm operating expense. Then the calculation will have a different calculation. For the direct expense will be 100% belongs to that team, to that section. For the general expenses will be according to the weighting. Is it?
Yeah.
Is okay, right?
Yeah, weighting needs I need a separate session to show you how to do that. So basically we call it geo allocation 3. We need we need a mechanism to define your ratio or your weighting there, and you can allocation there.
Yeah, and I will confirm with our senior partner that for the calculation period, whatever, just Zhao Yi mentioned that which calculating by day or by month.
Yeah.
Okay, I will confirm to you later.
Okay, sure.
For the for the GL masking, should I need to provide you the chart of account, right? First of all, I will provide you chart of account, but I think some of the accounts you have to check with me. No, I don't want to. Maybe you can have your suggestion that, because just like the contract, I made a contract, but I'm not sure the function is the same as the in 3E. I'm not sure.
Which function?
Sorry, pardon.
Sorry, you mean which function?
The contract and the function. I mean the flow in 3E. I have said for the client's fund, the trust fund, I have the contract account already in my chart of account, but I'm not sure that this is fit up with fee system requirement. So maybe when I provide you the chart of account again, then you please let me know that any conflict between the actual system and the chart of account with the existing chart. Yeah, because last time I submitted to Zhao Yi to see that to see whether there is a conflict between Beijing and Hong Kong. I think because I draft this chart of account is based on the existing chart of account of Beijing. So for those control account, I use the same account number, GL number. But for the specific Hong Kong part, I think I have designed for my own. So I think it should be no problem. Maybe, but is there any criteria to make new accounts? I have no idea about that. If I think that I found there is a new expense, but I not yet found appropriate GL number for this expense, so I will create for myself. But is there any criteria to set up a new GL account in the 3E? Is there any criteria?
No, as long as you have a discussion with Zhao Yi Or, yeah. So if it is not a common one, maybe it's a common one that you can discuss with you. You can even create it in 3D.
Okay.
If it's just the Hong Kong one, so you can create by yourself, I think, in 3D. You use, for example, you have maybe you have a special expense.
Okay. When you think when the chart of account is finalized, so how long will you take to masking of these things to input to the system?
It depends on how much you have. If you have too much, we will get a conversion, or we will load it into the system.
I don't think it's too much. Actually, I've sent you the one before for JT Sky and also the Hong LNC. I think there's not too much. I think more or less is similar to Beijing's one, but just only several expenses is for Hong Kong only. So I said I'm adding. No, I'm not adding. I made the separate line for Hong Kong only.
Yeah. I think there's we used to discuss that. I think now, well, for now, I think first you need to go through with Jiaoyi to see any conflicts here. So please work with Jiaoyi to sort out at least as soon as possible. I guess you would send 100 kilowatt count. And we can use something called BSOP to loading, but the difficulty here is you need to also tell me which one is already in the system. For example, if your revenue is already in the system, I cannot load it again. I have to remove it before I load. And the second task I need to do is I go into system. I have to manually update the description. For example, it's called 收入 or 主营业务收入. Now you need to call 主营业务收 space revenue. I have to go there to add the revenue English word manually. I have no ability here to do a reload to fix that.
Okay, I just mark it which is new. That is fine. I think it's much more convenience to you. The new that means it's not yet in the system, right?
Yeah, definitely. Please mark which one is already in the system, and you can see which one is new or vice versa. You can just identify which one is new. So I know. So the rest of them is already in the system. And the reason I ask you to mark which is J Sky and which is the LCLP. The reason is because I'm guessing you have two AR. Maybe it's one AR for LLC and another AR is for J Sky. But
right.
Maybe not the case. If we don't have that case, I don't think you need to mark them and to distinguish between each other. So, yeah.
Okay.
So because when I say two AR or two other something in the system, I need to understand which one is used by JD Sky and which one is used by your branch office. So if you do not have that case,
for my thinking, even they are the same GL number, but they can control by the unit and office. Is it the case?
It's not like that situation. It's something like you have two AR. Maybe 1, 2, 3 is the AR for LCLP, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the AR for JD Sky, right?
No, I don't set this kind of things because we have the same GL number for both even for other offices, because AR is a general account, but we can control by the segment of unit and office. Is it right? I think
it is correct, but we are talking about different things here. So I mean, even you can distinguish from each other, but the geometry is different. But you say you don't have this case, right? You don't have a case like you have a duplicate AR. You have a specific AR for JD Sky, and you have another one for LCLP, right? You don't have that case. If you don't have that case, there's no need to mark them. Yeah. Just tell me which one is new and which one is existing.
No, of course AR are separate. Of course those are separate, but But I just mean that even using the same GL number, but the system still can recognize it is for JD Sky and it is for LNC in case I type the correct unit or office coding, right?
It can.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, just my concern is when I do a setup thing in the 3E, because I need to set up JD Sky and LC LP separately. So when I do this, I need to understand that when I set up AR, when I set up AP, there's no AP. When I set AR, when I set revenue, when I set up unrealized revenue, they are the same or they're different. So that's why I need to, and previously I say you need to mark it out. Otherwise, just no need. Yeah, if they share the same AR, same revenue, same unrealized revenue, and same expense, there's no need to mark them. Which one is JD Sky and which one is LOC?
Okay.
LCLP, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excel set.
Just tell me which one is new. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the Excel setup review? What is the Excel setup?
Yeah, that's I think Michael has showed you before, but we can get some further detail tomorrow with the setup yourself. Yeah, Michael, we will to get some detailed discussion with yourself for the setup for the configuration, right? You can see this one.
Oh, okay.
We have one tomorrow.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Sorry, that's fine.
Yeah, so basically, please go through that set of account with Xiaoyi, and after you sort it out, you need to copy and paste it into my format. I have an Excel format that you need to follow the format to copy it in, so that I can load into the system.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we keep moving. Yeah. So we are talking about the realized gain or loss here.
Okay. Normally we send the bill to the client for the revenue. If they send another way, it is not a fee bill. Is a debit note to the client to say it is asking the client to make money as a cost on account or retainer fee, whatever, to make payment to the client's account. So should we type this debit note or fee or maybe distinguish this one with the fee bills? I said this is debit note for cost on account. So should I type this debit note into the system?
Debit note, yeah. So if you usually want to issue a debit note in the system.
Okay. So is it the same as a create a bill, or because when we create a bill, you are using the pro forma whatever. But for this debit note, where should I create these things?
So your debit note is something like a statement, right? Yeah, you can. Yeah, there is a process called billing statement you can generate from there. Oh, this one's Chinese.
Billing statement. Okay.
But you need your template. We don't have a template here.
Oh, okay. I don't need template. I just need a record in the system.
You just need what in the system?
I just want a record. I just want a record that I'm not sure that what you said, the template. Template is a actual printout or a record in the system.
Because before you print the statement here, you need to choose. What's the template? You need for example, it's a statement for fee details. You want to display rate or not, or the name or not. So something like you need to decide before you run the statement.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
They type the manual debit note by themselves. I'm concerned about the data entry only.
Yeah, now we don't have that. We don't have that. We don't have a template. I mean, we don't have a customization on the template. So there's you cannot generate that. But you can use our stock template to have a try. Or maybe may I confirm with you what's your purpose to generate a debit note? Is for internal review purpose or it was an out to client?
No, when the money is received from client, so I just type the trust receipts, right? So I just think if they issue a debit note to the client, so that the client know how much they need to pay to the client's account, the trust account. So I just think this debit note is there anywhere location to type this debit note? If there is said there's no need to type any debit note to the system, then I will neglect of this process. I just file in my I just file this debit note for myself only, and no entry in the system.
Yeah, so if it is for your internal use only, maybe you can try something called info only pro forma, but it still needs a template, I think. If it is facing to the client, you can do a billing statement, but also can use for internally use only. So basically, you need a template. Otherwise, you can try our system UAT, the default template. If you, let me see. Yeah, maybe we have our stock one. You can have a try. Okay, sorry. Let's see the description here. Done that. So when you choose one of the templates, and you can choose a matter. Yeah, but the only way you can see is email you, or you can print out the paper on the printer. That's the only two ways. There's no way to download the electronic one. That's our current feature. So now we cannot test, but in a real instance, you can have an email received from the system to see your billing statement. But here UAT didn't connect with the mail system, so you can see nothing here.
Okay. There's no need. I think there's no need to type anything for the.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Let me write down. Maybe I'll give you a better example here. So let me write down.
Okay.
Let me try this. It's not set up yet. So I will have a trial of this. It's called info only pro forma. Maybe can meet your need here. Yeah, we can do it later. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, anything else regarding this part? Otherwise, we'll move to the revaluation, the realized gain or loss.
No. No.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, regarding your gain or loss, it's realized or unrealized for your case?
For what?
It, for example, you audit AR. So, do you want the gain or loss to be generated on a fly when the receipt happens, or you are later stating, for example, months and you will do that?
You mean the unrealized revenue, the part unrealized, the things, the transaction?
Yeah, I mean, do you have both realized and unrealized gain loss, or you only have a realized gain loss?
Unrealized.
For example, AR.
No AR is AR. There's no realized and unrealized.
So which account you will audit regarding the gain loss?
When you're doing audit, okay. I think for the cash risk.
My audit is I mean which account you want to generate the gain or loss here? What's your use case regarding the realized gain or loss here?
The realized gain lost.
Gain and loss, okay. No AR. It's just only the realized profit will be for the gain and loss. So P&L will be because of the cash basis. So they will only according to cash receipt and the cash expense.
Okay, so you will reevaluate your bank.
Bank.
Let me think.
Right. Because the actual payment and actual receipt.
Yeah, let me think. So, in terms of your bank, so when I have a use case on this, you reevaluate your bank. So, sorry, Samuel, when I have a use case regarding how do you reevaluate your bank here?
How can I show you the revaluation of the bank? I can't follow. What do you want me to do?
So you see, you have a use case that we do the revaluation for the bank account. So when I have your help to understand what's your business scenario here.
Sorry, I'm not catching what.
So, do you did you reevaluate the gain or loss in your bank account based on the past business or something?
Not just. I didn't not this process because when we receive the money from the client according to the invoice, we issue invoice to the client and then we got payment, right? Then that would be regarded as a realized revenue. That's it. But you said we are not according to the AR because we haven't set up a AR because we just only unrealized profit only. So when we receive, then the money will go to the bank. Then I don't follow that. What do you mean the process of revaluation of the bank? Can you elaborate for me? Or I don't follow for this part.
My understanding of the realized is for something like AP and AR, so you can track because the exchange rate changes, so you will generate gain or loss there.
AP and AR is just only for record only because it's not accounting to the P&L because it will not be show up in our statement because
I think I think if in this case maybe they have no loss no gain because the actual receipt and the pay is the actual one.
Gain or loss? What do you mean gain or loss for the what gain or loss for the map for files or for the firm?
Yeah, because originally this request is from the email that we exchanged last time. That you say you mentioned about you have the realized gain or loss.
Yeah,
So
gain or loss.
I put a topic. Yeah.
This is P&L is for the individual partner. That's why we distribute the revenue according to certain ratio, because when for each team, that means for each team for each equity partner they have their own team. So for the team, they should have the P&L. So the revenue, that is the gain or loss for their revenue, because Jane 10 needs to make some charges to the team if according to their P&L, so that we need to know the P&L of each team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in case,
no problem.
yeah, in case there is, okay, I'm more elaborate on this thing. Let's say there is a 3 teams. Okay, team 1, they have a certain revenue minus their direct expense. Say this is salary, training on the legal stuff, and then there will be a gross profit, and then net off the rated operating expenses. Net of these things, they will get the net profit of that team, right? Based on that net profit, they will Jane 10 will charge a certain amount on their net profit. Okay, so that's why I need a separate P&L for each team. Okay, according to this P&L, according to this charge, let's say team 1 they have profit, they have net profit, then they will be charged to pay to Jane 10. And team 2 also profit, and team 3 is a loss because maybe they generate a profit and they net off the direct expense still positive, but after net off the operating expense they get a net loss. Then there is no need to pay any payment to Jane 10 because they have a loss, but it will aggregate to the next to the future part. But at this moment, these 2 charges, team 1, team 2 has to pay money to Jane 10. But as a whole, for the firm-wise, if I do a management report altogether of 3 teams, then this payment for payment from team 1 and payment from team 2 will be regarded as a firm expense, because as if I provide this management account to you, to Michael, to you. You will not realize, oh, what's the expense come from? That's just only a firm expense. It will be a pay a fees to Jane 10. That's it. So
okay,
this
sorry, I understand. So this we're not talking about the realized gain or loss here. We are really talking about the P&L. It's profitable or it's a loss, right?
Yeah.
So we are only talking about the P&L, the report. So you need a P&L per. Yeah,
in case as a scenario, maybe the overall touch wood, if the firm, the overall expense overall the for the P&L will be is a loss, net loss, but individual team may get a profit. Okay, so the team still have to, there will be still an expense payment from the firm to Jane 10, because according to each team there will be a gain for a specific team, but overall the management account for overall the team, the firm maybe after the calculation may be a loss. That may be a scenario of something like that, but so there may be so many scenario on this case, on this thing. So is it your question?
Yeah, so I understand that now that you didn't track your realized gain or loss on your APAR because it's basically cash accounting.
Yeah.
So what you mean the gain or loss here is actually your if the section or your timekeeper is profitable or it's a loss on P&L, so you can track. So it may be, as you said, even individual this guy is gain, but the whole team is a loss maybe. So that's for EFR reporting. For instance here.
Yes. So that's you no need to worry about what's the calculation for that. But at the moment you just need to help us to separate how to distribute of this for this proportional calculation on the revenue and expenses, because this is a setup matter. How to set up, how to calculate the revenue sharing, how to calculate the expense sharing. That's it.
Yeah, we'll figure out that first, and we'll find some time with EFR. Okay. So yes. All right. So we don't have anything here regarding the geo evaluation.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's review the setup here. So if we miss anything, so yeah, would you please send up the zip file? And unzip it. There's a geo Excel file in it, so we can go through here on the WebEx.
Okay. So when I have anything to channel.
So Samuel, could you share that on your desktop now for the geo setup thing?
Geo setup. You mean the chart of account?
No, the zip file that I sent you yesterday, and please unzip that. And one of the Excel file in it is called geo setup. So we will review that.
Let me check. You sent me an Excel? Did you? I'm not sure. Yeah. So
the one sent to you yesterday around 4:55 in the afternoon.
Let me check.
The name is called JGC Ladies.
I forward it to you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's yesterday's email, yesterday afternoon. That one, yeah.
This one?
Yep. Yeah. So please unzip it, and there is a file called GL.
Oh, okay.
This one is your homework. Please go through, those wordings and just let us know. Oh, I think it's unrecognized revenue.
Okay, this one, right?
This one is for core. No, this one. The one have a GO on it. The second one.
Second one.
Yeah.
Okay, default.
So each of the Excel file, please go through it. So let me go through it. Tomorrow we'll go through it again.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So let me control that.
Okay.
So basically, it's a file, but we don't use every page of it. We just use some of it. So it's regarding those setups in here that we're talking about regarding geo. So geo segment control we don't use, but geo types. Maybe you can write down which one you need to review. For example, here. Oops, too much. Now we have 3 geo books in 3. So maybe you create yours. So please let me know. So now I understand it's a cache base actually. So you can write a cache, and here maybe it's just English word only cache. And you can decide that later. And let me know. I will set up in the system.
You mentioned to me that Beijing is using the cache basis or accrual basis.
Beijing use 发票 accrual. It's not in 3. It's a custom.
发票 accrual. It's a new term for me. 发票 accrual. So that is I don't understand it actually. It's, so they are actually received money, and when they actually receive the money, then they will issue an invoice.
No, they recognize revenue when they issue 发票. When they collect the money, they just clear the AR.
When they issue invoice is called AR, and then issue 发票is recognized as revenue.
The AR is not generated by bidding; it's generated by 发票.
Revenue is generated by 发票.
When bidding happens, nothing posted to.
But when they issue 发票, that means they receive the money, right?
No.
No, not really. They can pre-issue 发票, and 2 weeks later they got the money, or they can collect the payment from client now and they use 发票later. So they have different scenarios there.
Whoa. So it is manual control. So it is easy to control by them. Say, okay, if I don't want to recognize as revenue, I issue the 发票 later. Say I don't want to recognize this sum as a revenue of this year, so I can issue the 发票a little bit later, delay this 发票, right? Is it the case?
No, yeah. Technically, you can understand like that, but in this case, it's required by the client. Most of the case is client will pay you, and then you can give the 发票. Right? But for some cases, client demands you to give them a 发票 first. There's no time entry yet.
Okay.
Just issue 发票and no bill yet. Sometimes there's a bill built out. Client says, please issue 发票to me, and then I will give you the payment. So it depends on situation.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So back here for geobook, please let me know which one you want. So basically back to the geo type, I think you need a cache, and a trust. And for 监管款, I'm not sure if you want, you can erase that for now. You can just key English only because Beijing does not use that now. You can decide, make it bilingual. So you can say, you can leave 监管款 there and then space trust. And let me know. Then I will set up for you. So if you, in that case, you have a trust, you have a cache, so you have a geo book. So the book you can name as maybe Hong Kong book or any name you can decide later. And this includes those trust plus the cache book, the cache geotype, sorry. So yeah. So actually here is also have the geo book set up. Child 1 is actually telling which geotype you want to include into geo book. Okay. And geo account class, you don't need to care about this. This is for reporting. This is from Beijing, their accounting system Jindie, so they want to use this as a reporting. So that means besides the standard accounting categorization, we have assets, liabilities, the revenue expense, and owner's equity. We have another called geo account class. For example, if it's assets, it may be an AR, or it's maybe a cash, or maybe a bank. So It's only for reporting purpose, and this categorization, a different categorization is defined by Beijing. You can have yours. If you have this, please let me know. I will set up in the system. Yeah. And geo nature is actually the chat account, and you need to have time to go through with Zhao Yi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your unit. So basically, this is your unit now for Hong Kong branch office. So maybe you'll create a Jelly Sky. So the name you can change. So now this is the name when we implement the Beijing project. So if you want to update the name, you can update that, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And let us know.
Okay.
So for geo unit, we have a unit and a geo unit. Just like the geo department, we have department and geo department. We have a section and a geo section. There are different processes in 3E.
Okay.
So that's geo unit. And we have a geo office. It's a one-to-one relationship to a unit. So you will see here the same thing.
So that's not well defined by unit and office. So they are the same.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But now we need to implement the Hong Kong project, so I'm not sure this will be bilingual or not. So please confirm with Beijing. So maybe you want to have your English wording here. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And also like the geo department and your department as well.
Well, I don't know what's the meaning of the things, because the translation between the Chinese and English, because sometimes they have their local description. Say 证券业务部. I don't know if 证券业务部is similar as a capital market. I'm not sure. It's Hong Kong. It's securities. Yeah. So I'm not sure I can adopt this thing, or maybe just let it go. I just think, is it similar to capital market? Then I will regard as 10 is 10 is a capital market. And 诉讼仲裁 就是 litigation. Maybe I think 40 金融就是 banking. Is it?
I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe you can confirm with some guy in Beijing.
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You can decide your wording here. It's your firm's wording, because it's important. It's in the report. It will reflect this wording. And your arrangement is just something you would use, so they didn't care. So anything gray here is basically Beijing didn't use. Geo timekeeper is generally automatically, so don't care about that. And geo title we don't use. Geo practice we don't use. Geo work site we don't use. So geo section we'll use. So it's blue here, but basically it's Chinese name here, so we don't change that. So yeah. Then here.
So sorry, the geo names will be all the 3E users inside here.
Not all the 3 users, those equity partners. They are considered
equity partners.
team leaders, so
Okay.
their team is named as their name. Yeah.
Equity partners. Only equity partners, or all the partners?
Only equity partner, I think.
Okay.
That's the team leader of the section.
There may be a question here, because in the organization.
No, that's all the staff. That's all the staff.
All staff.
Not all the staff. This section 只要交易这个 section 是不是全部的？这只是选一个人。
但是教育根据这个我的资料，静态工程有个 organization chart， 就是 equity partner the level 1， the second level will be salary partner. Salary partner 那是有2种 salary partner， 是 independent salary partner， 另外就是 salary partner。independent salary partner。
就 all the partners, no matter equity partner or the salary partner, they all need a new section.
What new section?
That is, you have a list of.
No matter equity partner or the salary partners, they need to set up a new section.
On new section. Okay. That means it is not just equity partner. There will be a salary partner also in here, right? 对不对？对不对？
啊？什么？
交易，你的意思是说，所有的 partner， 不管是薪资的，还是那个其他的，就是所有的 partner 都有一个 section 让你们来去做记录，对吧？
对，因为他要独立记账啊。
对。
OK， 独立记账。
就是。
那个，安阳。
不是。
他想要问你点事儿。
教营根据我的资料，这个新进partner 有2种，一种就是 independent 新进 partner， 另外一种就是普通的新进 partner。independent 新进 partner 就是跟这个 equity partner 都是同样，他们有一个团队。但是 salary partner， 但是普通的 salary partner 他们没有，就是跟这个普通的律师都是一样，只是他们的 title 就是 partner 只有，但是没有自己的团队，对吗？
我不知道，就是根据向律师跟我说的，就是说你们那边有2种，一个是 equity partner， 还有一种是 salary partner。我只知道这2种 partner， 因为这2种 partner 需要做他自己的票，然后所以呢你就要分别去给他们记账，所以他们都需要 set up a new section。
对呀，记账。对呀，所以我说这个 salary partner 就是OK， 我知道了。总之我 according to this conclusion that in this list just only equity partner and independent salary partner because what I said the salary partner is just like an associate, just only a general lawyer, so they may not be on the list because they don't need to calculate on the team expense because they have no team for that part, so even the title is salary partner but they will not on the list.
Now, maybe I'm not sure, but if they have a scenario that is an independent partner, even I just do everything by myself, but I need to see the profit by myself. I should understand if I profit or loss.
I don't know because you have to define all this.
北京没有 salary partner。
哦，那或者上海的呢？
我们这边没有 salary partner 是那个香港才有的。
我觉得要不然你could you double check it with 李达 or any partner in Beijing?
看看那个。
Maybe I'm not sure because what the information what I get is that is a free category of partners. There is one is equity partner. The second one is independent salary partner. The third one is salary partner. So that's the difference.
哎，这不是有薪资合伙人和独立薪资合伙人吗？
对啊，这是独立薪金吗？
这些人都不是 section 应该。
他们都不在。
郭斌是 section， 郭斌是 section， 因为他是独立做账的。
要等一会儿我把那联欢会拉进来，因为我们好像的确对这个划分不是。
我觉得这个没关系，这个你们可以下面讨论，这个就没关系的，我先把这个整个讨论完。
其实他这个 section 就是说，你让 Samuel 搞清，就是谁需要独立做账，谁需要做自己的 P&L。
对呀。
只要是这样的才叫 section。
对，是这样的。
因为我们需要计算他们的团队的基础嘛。
对，就是带团队的才写到这里面。
对。
If it's a team leader, then put it here. If just himself, just no need.
OK， 但是我看这里只有中文的，对不对？
对，这里面只有中文。但是你加的就是你自己的嘛，因为你只看你自己的。
哦，这里只有国内的，没有香港的，对不对？
没有，这是实施这个大陆项目的时候所加的数据，根本没有香港的。
太完了呢。
OK。
应该是没有。
哎呀，插一句行吗？
你说。
他怎么不知
道？阿阳，我想问发票的事儿。
发票什么？
系统哈，为什么我写的税率是6%，但是它出来的是57%呢？
我现在可能没法给你看，要不你发个邮件给我行吗？
先听给你。
你发个邮件给我，我看一下。
哦，好吧。
好。
6%它变成57%，差得有点远吧。
Okay, yeah, we go on.
对，然后 geo project and geo activity we don't use, so we don't care.
Sure.
Geo account is generated automatically, so it's okay. TJ category is something that when you do the TJE, there is a categorization. So now this categorization is defined by the agent. So you have different categorization, you can add it here. This is when you do a general journal entry, there is a mandatory field you can choose. So in a later date, if you want to do a reporting, query data, you can use this to query. And what else? Do you use geo budget in 3E? Samuel, do you use anything regarding the budget in 3E? 3E has a feature on geo, we can do a...
No, that is new for me. That is new for me. I have no idea about the ED system with the budget function. So
Beijing does not use that. It's something on geo that you can say for your communication. For your maybe for your house renting next year, it's less than a certain amount. You can define that, and you can run a report to see which one is still under the budget and which one is over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there any point we will demonstrate of this part?
No, really. I didn't prepare that part.
Okay.
Just check in if you're using this now. Do you have a similar concept of now? Because based on today's discussion, yesterday, we have a lot of things we need to sort out before go live. So
yes. Okay.
If this is not a must-have thing, you just understand that 3 have a geo budget, so you can maybe use it next year. We can discuss it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing else. So basically for geo setups is some those setup descriptions and those geo type and geo book, you please let me know. And most importantly is the channel account, which is our zero nature.
Okay.
So last topic is some report here. So I just want to show you quickly some of the report. So back to your dashboard. So actually this is easy. So it's the same. So you can navigate to the home page, and here you can find something called general ledger. And here you can query. So basically there's a geo detail by geo type. So for this header, you can choose from balance or from calendar. And down here, you can see I want to see anything happening on the trust book this year. So you can go to the geo type. Trust. So you can run this report. So this will show you unit 16 and 19 by period each month. What your transaction is. So you have your bank and your contract, your client fund, and it's November, so you have lots of transactions.
Okay. So it will be automatically to exchange all the foreign currency into one currency, right?
No. It still records several dimensional currency. So if you click in, Yeah, this is unit. I think it's a unit
because in case the client remits us other than our local currency, so then maybe say in US dollars or other currencies. So in this report, that will be automatically according to the exchange rate to exchange to the local currency, or just adding up the figures.
Yeah, it will change the value according to exchange rate. Exchange rate is set up in the backend.
Okay.
Now it's weekly based. Chunxiao is in charge of to update the exchange table in maybe every Monday or every Friday.
Okay, so where is the rate table?
Rate table is a process called currency type exchange rate. Wow, so slow.
Invoices?
This one, currency type exchange rate.
Okay.
So they have two. I'm not sure who set up this up. This is for testing purpose. But this one is exactly the same. The one you use in production. So production you only have one for the weekly. So here every week, Kensha will go to this process to update the rate here.
Rate
So
one.
these are all one. They didn't change. Just this only have Hong Kong dollar, which I updated yesterday, and US dollar. So the rest are just fake rates here.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's one report for your geo details, but this is by period. So there's another one in the general ledger. It's called geo detail. This one, geo detail without reporting unit. This one is details without period. So basically you can see starting from yesterday to today, and only in the book. Accrual bill, but actually now I understand it's your cash book. Because they changed the masking, so maybe something wrong here, but it's just run the report to see the layout anyway. So here's your result. There's lots of details here. It's by transaction. It's by book and by different channel of account. That's the detail here. Yeah, but sometimes it's too much, so you want to limit it to a certain one. So you want to see your maybe your AR. So here.
Yeah. Okay.
So 1122001210. Is this one?
0020.
0010, right? Yeah. So you can see in the before running the report, there's a criteria, so you can key in the range of the nature you want to query. So there's a low and high. You can see, for example, using an expense example, so something like maybe telephone fee is 123, and the cell phone fee is 124, and 125 is an international call. So sometimes you have all this communication relevant, so you can give them a range to see all of them. And you can see I want to limit to the office 16, or you want to see both 16 or 19. So now it's only 16. That's your LLP, so you can see I want to see 19, which is your Jelly Sky. So you can query from here.
Okay.
Run report. So now we only see the AR
Yes.
没有啊。
And you can export to Excel file. So here we have an Excel icon, so you can export to Excel.
是我妈把它打的。那个。
But there's too much data here. You
是我妈。
can do a pivot table, but there's too much data here.
我给那个我妈的吧。好了。对，好。
Yeah. You can export from Excel. Finance people love Excel. So here's some report, and another one I want to show you is a trial balance here. We do have a trial balance here in 3, but we have another one in the EFR. So there's a geo trial balance. This one. It cannot be balanced because I changed the masking, I guess. I think a wrong metric is there. So if you run by metric, you can see this is geo account. There's too much detail. You can drag it out. It's too much.
Yes.
You can then drag in something like assets. So maybe you can add more. And here we have the geo account. And we have a nature account. And under nature, we have which one? Account category. And we drag this. So it's asset, expense, liability, revenue.
Okay.
And based on this, you can drag in your geo nature account. And you could see something here. But this is a 3-inch trial balance. You can see a much more beautiful one in EFR.
So it seems just like a liability. Okay, there's liability. Okay. Yeah.
So that's the trial balance here.
It can be already export out to the Excel, right?
Excel file? Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Or sometimes you can export Excel file and send to partner. Or sometimes we can save as, we can put this whole link, which is run out with a beautiful header, and put it on partners, maybe equity partners dashboard, so they can view by themselves.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So that's trial balance here in 3. So there's something others, but there's too much we need to discuss. So I think we'll focus on this 3. That's enough for now.
Okay.
And try to find some. I know you guys are very busy, so try to find some time to understand and practice. That's
Yes.
very
Yes.
important.
I think we'll find some time today. To try to do something. And then maybe if I found something question, I will let you know maybe today or not, or I send email to you guys.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So
Okay, thank you.
I will follow up to those questions we discussed in this meeting regarding the anticipated yesterday and profit sharing, those stuff. So
Okay. I will send the notepad what we talking about today. So I will send the email today to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So see you tomorrow same time.
Okay, sure. See you tomorrow. Okay. 谢谢交易，谢谢大宁。
行，哎，好的，没问题。
明天9点半再见，好吗？
好，明天我接到来。
Sorry, Michael, I sent email to
明
you.
天还是说啥？
不是，对，没事，我让安阳看一下邮件。行，没事。
啊，我说你明天是一上午还是一天安排？
你说晚。
可能要不了一天，明天。
行，那行吧，好吧。
对，安阳，你现在那边有 EF2需要看吗？不，可以看吗？
对啊，EF2。
没有，我没有时间去配置EF2。我争取我试一下吧。我现在没有。
不是，就是 Cloud 上我们有自己的吗
？Cloud 上的也需要配置，我还没有去看呢，很久没有去看那个EF2。
好的。
如果不行的话，就 Webex 吧。这个可能明天我不知道能不能好。
好的，那个是这样，我让我会安排去装在他们上面是连到 UAT 上吧，先不连到 UAT Hong Kong 上了。
对，我觉得 UAT Hong Kong 实际上就是新的 UAT， 没有必要单独为 Hong Kong 做一个 UAT 嘛，他们也自己要做其他的测试在 UAT 上。因为我已经设置一些东西在 UAT 上了，如果转到 UAT Hong Kong 上就要再设置一遍。
对，那个不好意思，交易，我想确认一下，刚才郭春晓说发票有问题，他是在哪个UAT 上测的呀？UAT 4是吧 ？OK， 那个 UAT 5应该是之前我们想设置 data level security 的那个东西，那个我可以删掉了吗？安阳。
可以。
你说 UAT 5吗？
对。
UAT 5可以删掉 ，data security 在 UAT 4上和发票一起，应该是。
data level security 吗？
对。
OK。
但我空间还是比较紧张。
说那个硬盘空间不够了是吗？
因为现在你们只有一个 test， 现在有很多环境，我们又想装 EF2， 怕那个 server 太慢。
那要不再新建一个呗？
新建一个 server 啊？应该现在还不用吧，我先让他们看一下。如果实在不行，你们不是有一个 monitor 的那个吗？我们装在那也行，所以现在先不用再重新建一 server。
行。
好，谢谢。
那行吧，那行，那今天就这样。
好，谢谢各位。
好，谢谢。
哎，辛苦。
好，谢谢大家。
谢谢。
再见，拜拜。
拜拜。
拜拜。